It does not matter how long you go, as long as you do not stop. Life is really simple. We insist on making it complicated. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. What the superior man seeks is himself. What the small man seeks is in others. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. When you see a good person, think of becoming like her or him. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. Give a bowl of rice to a man and you will feed him for a day. Teach him how to grow his own rice and you will save his life. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. A superior man is modest in his speech but exceeds in his actions. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there's no cat. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. The man of wisdom is never of two minds. The man of benevolence never worries. The man of courage is never afraid. Only the wisest and stupidest men never change. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. By nature, men are nearly alike. By practice, they get to be wide apart. If I'm walking with two other men, each of them will serve as my teacher. I will pick out the good points of the one and imitate them, and the bad points of the other and correct them in myself. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. He who exercises government by means of his virtue may be compared to the North Polar Star, which keeps its place and all the stars turn towards it. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Fine words and an insinuating appearance are seldom associated with true virtue. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. To see what is right and not to do it is want of courage or of principle. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, wealth is something to be ashamed of. When anger arises, think of the consequences. To be wronged is nothing. unless you continue to remember it. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. Forget injuries, never forget kindnesses. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. It is not the failure of others to appreciate your abilities that should trouble you, but rather your failure to appreciate theirs. Music produces a kind of pleasure which human nature cannot do without. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. Study the past if you would define the future. For more wisdom, knowledge, and motivation, make sure you subscribe and watch the next video.